Good afternoon and welcome back to the West Ham Network. Today, this is your Hammers headlines, of course, in association with our good friends over at KUMB.com. Make sure you go and check them out with their forum. Also, great banter from all necks of the world. Anyway, I'm here with the Hammers headlines for today. And as we've said all the time, it is relentless and it never ends. So we'll continue with our first story of today, and that is the fact that West Ham United are reportedly interested in signing Liverpool defender Nathaniel Phillips when the transfer window reopens in January. Now, according to several reports, and we were made aware that West Ham were interested in bringing Phillips to the club back in the summer, and we do have strong links to him with strong interest in bringing his services to the club. He is 25 years old, so a lot difference in terms of the age group to what Jordi Alba is, who we were linked to yesterday. Now, people are saying that the strongest interest is coming from West Ham, and obviously David Moyes is looking to reinforce his squad midway through the season, and he could be an excellent addition to the squad for a bargain. Now, he's fallen down the pecking order at Liverpool and is unlikely to cost a lot of money, and it remains to be seen whether West Ham can negotiate a reasonable deal for the defender. He's behind Kanate, Van Dijk, Matip, Gomez in the pecking order, and he's unlikely to get much playing time at Liverpool, and a move away from Liverpool in January would be the best option for him. And it could be that West Ham could provide him with a really good platform to excel in regular game time, especially with the fact that we're expecting Craig Dawson potentially to leave the club. Now, he has impressed whenever he was called upon, and he could, I think, improve our quartet of defenders back there. He's a no-nonsense approach, and I think that's something that David Moyes likes, and he has shown interest in defenders like him before. And Phillips yet is really to reach his peak, and he could get better with game time and experience behind his belt. West Ham could help him fulfill that potential. Absolutely. He has been admired by Jurgen Klopp, but Jurgen Klopp's got a whole abundance of top-notch players, and Nathaniel Phillips really wants to go forward and progress his career as much as he can. So what do you think on this link? Is this something you think West Ham could bring in? Would you like him to come in? Where do you see him fit into the squad? Let me know. Put it in the comments section below as we move on to the next story. And that is that the Times, like a very reputable paper within reason, are suggesting that David Moyes has lost all patience for starting Vladimir Coufal in the team. Now, the 32-time capped Czech Republic international has been linked away recently from the club, with Bayer Leverkusen having held, apparently, according to sources, positive talks regarding bringing him to the Bundesliga. And it seems like his days could be numbered. They're saying that Moyes has no faith in starting Coufal in the position back. Now, I'm not sure how they report this sort of stuff. I think that Moyes hasn't in that position this season. He had a groin injury playing for West Ham against Manchester United back in the Carabao Cup back in September of 2020. And he kept playing through the pain for quite some time, but then he was spend an extended period on the sidelines because of the injury, and in truth he never really has returned to the player that he once was. So a lot of players do struggle to get back after serious injuries, and most of those players have gone through things like big leg breaks, etc. But Coufal had a groin strain, which was very different, but it did keep him out of the team, and that hasn't helped him fulfill his potential and getting back to his former self. Now, he is 30 years old, and he does look like he's in the shadow of his former self, but we need to think about the future. And apparently, if David Moyes has faith in Coufal, then it's maybe a shame, but maybe it's time to get some cash in for the player as West bark on the network, as well as Vladimir Coufal, for what he's brought to the club. He has brought so much positivity to this club. He's been pivotal as to one of the reasons why West Ham have progressed up the ranks as much as we possibly can. And I'm going to move on to the last story, and that is all about the friendly with Cambridge. And I forgot to change the picture there, so I'll do that just now. Now, apparently, according to reports, that this friendly, which has been arranged for against Cambridge United, has got a twist in the tail. Now, we are not having a great season, so with players heading off to the World Cup, was that the rest of the squad would be playing in a couple of weeks for the winter break. One of those friendlies that was announced was going to be against Cambridge United. However, that match was due to be scheduled for Tuesday, the 6th of December, and apparently we're going to take them for a 7 testimonial for long-term new captain, a massive West Ham fan, Greg Taylor. However, doubts have been raised over the fixture after a twist because the game could be postponed due to the FA Cup. Cambridge won their FA Cup first round replay against non-league side Curzon Aston on penalties last couple of days. West Ham scheduled opponents will now face League Two Grimsby side in the FA Cup, the second round on Saturday, November the 26th. And should Cambridge draw that game, a replay will likely be scheduled for the week that West Ham are supposedly playing the game against Cambridge as well. So taking that into fact, obviously there's a few other things that have to change in order for this game not to go ahead, but it could be in doubt. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, of course. Now, that brings an end to our Hammers headlines for today. If you are new around here, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up. Please comment giving us your honest feedback. What do you think about what I've spoke to you about today? Nathaniel Phillips coming in from Liverpool. Is he good enough? Is he going to help us? Who knows? You let me know. Vladimir Coufal, is his time up at West Ham? Put it in the comments, and the doubts over the friendly with Cambridge. As we always do, we like to thank all of you for watching with our channel, mb.com. Come on.